Hey everybody, thanks for joining us again here at T-Roy Cooks. I really appreciate it. We're doing a Thursday chat session, Thursday chat with Troy. I appreciate you joining us. And this is, I think, my 12th episode now. Still trucking right along. I'm still getting plenty of great questions thanks to all of you fine folks. If this is your first time here, this is where I answer your questions. If you have a question for me, just leave it in the comments down below on this video, and I will add that question to my list, and we'll get to it in a future episode of these Thursday chat sessions. If you have any questions about anything I may mention in this on this video, whether it be the products or other YouTubers, things like that, just hit show more down beneath the video. That'll open the description box for you, and you can click on and see all the links and information I have there listed for you, along with each of the questions that I'm going to answer and where at in the video that I answer that question. So it's a really helpful tool I have put in there for you fine folks. So got plenty of great questions here. And again, I try to answer, 15 or so questions. Let's get to it. Cheers to you. Got to wet my whistle. And I hope the dogs don't aggravate us too bad today. Moose Down Under. My buddy Moose. How you doing there, mate? Good day, mate. That's what he says. His Q&A vids really hit home. Good effort. My first question for you, mate. Down under, we have a grill. We have a grill called Roadkill Platter. It consists of smoked kangaroo and pastrami, emu liver pate, camel bratwurst, wild goat cheese, bush tomato chili jam, char-grilled vegetables, and a warm damper. That's a lot, man. What is an American version of this wild game plate, and have you ever cooked it? Cheers, Moose. Great question, Moose. Man, the thing that comes to my mind immediately is burgoo, which I have made before. I actually went to a Labor Day party at Keith Bettag's, and his channel link is down below in the description box. Just hit show more. But yeah, Keith Bettag, he had Baloney Boy there, and Greg McCutcheon's, all them. They do burgoo up that way. He's in around Kentucky and Evansville, Indiana area. So I got to taste some burgoo. And it's got a little bit of stuff like what you're talking about. It's in a pot, though. It's more like a soup or a stew using leftovers. So just throw everything in the pot and heat it for a very long time until everything just gets really tender. It's good, too. Again, if I can find that video, I'll put it up here for you if you're interested. Excuse me. All right, next question. Badger Black. Not sure if you've covered this already, but any tips on building a budget smoker on the cheap? Man, I've never built a budget smoker. I've always, luckily, been able to go out and buy what I really want. I'd tell you what, if you're looking to build a budget one, I'll see if I can put a link to some information in the description box for you. But I can tell you right off the bat, I remember David over at Grillin' Magic, or Grill Warriors on YouTube. He made a real simple grill smoker type thing, and he used a ceramic pot for potting plants. He used the orange ceramic pot, and he put these coals and stuff in the bottom of it, and he put a grill on top. Just go to your local hardware store and buy a regular 14-inch Weber grill, and it'll fit in there. If I can find, I'll just put David's channel in the video description below. So hope that helps. The other thing I can suggest is maybe get a 55-gallon drum that hasn't had any oil or anything in it, a food grade type drum, and then you can cut a door out in it, lay it on its side, cut a door out. You can buy some like oven venting pipe and make a smokestack for it. Stuff like that would probably work for you. That's really cheap though. I'm not sure how cheap you were talking about. The other thing you can do is take a propane tank. And if you have anybody that's into welding, they can probably use that propane tank to cut you a door out, cut you some holes in it for the intake, and weld you on a pipe for the smokestack and stuff. That should work really good. You have to build a base for it though, and the same for that 55-gallon drum. You have to have some kind of a base for it, so it's not rolling around on you while your food's in there. That wouldn't be cool. Anyway, I hope that helps. Check the description box. I'll see what I can find for you. Nicholas Hallahan. Hey Troy, got a question for you. I love beef more than pork. There are short ribs, and brisket. I've also heard of chuck roast, though I've never tried it. Can you think of some other good cuts of beef to smoke? Also, I'd enjoy seeing a video about smoking more obscure cuts of beef. Yeah, yeah, there are definitely some other cuts. Tri-tip, which is big out on the West Coast. Hanger steak, skirt steak. I'm just trying to think. I was on the Lobel's website the other day. Flat iron steak. You know, those are some things that we don't have a whole lot of. We got skirt steak here, but not the hanger steak or the flat iron. And we're starting to get tri-tip here. So those are some more obscure cuts, and I've definitely smoked tri-tip. That's one of my favorites. And we make fajitas all the time with skirt steak. It's good stuff. I have yet to try a hanger steak or a flat iron, but I hear they're really good as well. So anyway, hope that helps. Appreciate the question. Robert Edgerton. Hey man, I gotta know, can we see the wind chimes that I keep hearing? Yeah, hang on. Let me stop the camera. I'll bring you over there. Hang on. Be right there, Robert. Oh, let's see. All right, folks, here's my setup. See all my pits here. There's my pool. Needs some cleaning with all the leaves falling, but here are those wind chimes. So you can get a good look at them. I've got them hanging there, right near my Japanese maple here. And these are tuned wind chimes. Let me show you, see if I can show this to you where you can read it. There you go. It's called Summer Daydream. And again, these are tuned, C-E-G-B-C-D. It's C to the major ninth by Grace Note Chimes. Made out of California. GraceNotes.com is the website. I'll put that down in the description for you. But again, hope y'all can read that. Let's listen to them. Beautiful. Yeah, we like those wind chimes. Appreciate the question, Robert. Let's get back to doing a video Q&A. Alright, we're back in my seat. I'm good to go. Let's continue with these questions here. Rick Hahn says, what do you think about deep fried turkey? Is it worth the risks? Yes, most definitely. I love deep fried turkey. That's my favorite way to have turkey, in fact. We used to do them all the time down in Louisiana. But you need to use a high temp oil, like peanut oil is what we use. And it's better if you're doing more than one turkey at a time, because it's a lot of money to buy all that oil and stuff just for one turkey. So try to get neighbors or friends involved, and y'all do a batch of turkeys. It's more beneficial for everybody that way. More, you know, it's cheaper that way. But yeah, man, that's my favorite way to do turkey. It's definitely worth the risks. You just have to make sure you don't put too much oil in there, because you don't want that oil, when you drop that turkey in, that oil's hot. You don't want that oil coming up over the side of your pot, getting in that fire. That's not good. So be very careful. Ethan Walsh. Would you ever try Australian style food? First question, love your videos. Thanks, Ethan, I appreciate it. Yeah, man, I'd love to try some Australian food. So yeah, send me some recipes, man. Appreciate it. I'll definitely give those a try. And if I like them, I'll put them on a video for you. But yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I like food from all around the world, man. It's good stuff. Lee Setzer. Do you own any other smokers that you don't use for video? Not a smoker. I've got a little 14-inch Weber grill that I really don't use, because the only thing I use it for is for grilling steak every once in a while. But all the other cookers and smokers and stuff y'all have seen in my videos. But just that's the only one I don't really use. In fact, it's right over here. It's just a little bitty small Weber kettle, little 14-inch. Not my favorite. I need a bigger Weber kettle. That's what I need. This one, the coals are too close to the grill grate, so it makes it hard to cook unless you want to sear stuff. Danny Boy 21483. All right, Danny Boy. Let's see. Great vids and new subscriber and chef. I just got a 14-inch Weber Smoky Mountain and was wondering, what all grills do you have, and what do you recommendations? What recommendations you would make for best all-in-one smoker and grill for best price point? Just came home from Uncle's house for Thanksgiving, He had an XL big green egg, and it was awesome, but a little bit out of my price range. For a best all-around grill, you're going to be able to do low and slow barbecue. You're going to be able to bake on it. You're going to be able to sear hot and fast steaks and cook pizzas and stuff at high temps. That's going to be your big green eggs, your Kamado Joes, your grill domes. I mean, those types of ceramic cookers are the best all-in-one. If you just want to concentrate on one aspect of it, like barbecue on charcoals, I'm talking about like grilling over charcoals. Weber kettle, I would suggest. If you're wanting to smoke low and slow barbecue, Weber Smoky Mountain, like your 14-inch. I'm not sure how well the 14-inch would compare to the 18 or the 22-inch like I've got. But, man, if you can afford the 18-inch, I think that would be plenty. I can fit a lot of food on my 22-inch. And it uses more fuel than the 18-inch. But, you know, if you like that 14-inch, it works out for you, fantastic. But if you want a real all-around smoker, you're going to need to save up and get you one of those ceramic smokers, in my opinion. That's what I would shoot for. Paul Barbecue got another question for you. What would your #1 travel destination be outside the U.S.? And have you ever been outside of the U.S.? I've never been outside of the U.S. and I would love to. I need to get my passport. Wow. I think the dogs just saw a squirrel. I'd love to go to Canada. I really like to see British Columbia, the western side of Canada. And I would also like to visit like Australia and New Zealand. I've got a little bit of Scotch and Irish in me, So I would like to travel up to Ireland and Scotland and check that stuff out, I think Paris may be fun. I don't know. But like I mentioned, I think in my last Q&A video, I'm not real big into touristy type stuff, so I'd want to venture on the outside, check more of the nature scenes out and some of the old historic type stuff out instead of the tourist traps. Be my personal preference. But great question, Paul. Appreciate it, man. GQ Barbecue, my good old boy Jason, man. Hope to see you here soon, I believe, right? All right, Jason. He says, hi, Troy. Cheers to you. Cheers to you, Jason. Jason's got a great channel. In fact, he's got his own restaurant in the Denver area. If you're up around Denver, y'all check him out. I can't remember the name of the restaurant, but I'll put it in the description for you. All right, what's your favorite thing to cook for Christmas? Ooh, that's a good one. That's a real good one. Man, I like a real good surf and turf, like a ribeye and a lobster tail or something like that. I like barbecue too, though. I'd say either brisket or St. Louis ribs. Yeah, that's what I would do. Yeah, good stuff, man. Anyway, keep up the great work, Jason. You got some killer-looking food out there, buddy. I wish you much success with your business out there, too. It sounds like you're doing really, really well out there. Byron Chandler. Byron, where you at there, Byron? he always tries to be the first one to comment on my videos, man. It's like you're always watching out for me there, Byron. I appreciate the support, buddy. Says, hi, Troy. For the next chat video, what's the best turkey to cook for Christmas? Have a good day. Good, buddy. Stay awesome, my friend. So what's the best turkey to cook for Christmas? A dead one? I'm just kidding. I like all natural type turkeys with the heck was that? I got bugs flying around out here. That was a wasp or something. But yeah, I'd say go with the all natural type. They don't have all the injected hormones and crap in them. Natural range, they just free to roam on their range and stuff. I usually like those better. They have better flavor to me. So hope that helps. Snuff Nation, if you could only pick one meat to eat for the rest of your life, which one would it be and why? Ooh, now that's a good one. It had to be steak, specifically ribeye. What do I have? I do have something over there. What the heck is it? Hang on. Sorry about that, folks. I think that was a wasp or a hornet and got me in the back of the neck. Burns. Whew. Luckily, I'm not allergic to them or anything. Okay, let's see, where were we? Next question. I answered that last one for you, right? It was ribeye steak. Good stuff. Smoking Hams Barbecue. My brother Ashley. How you doing there, Ashley? Cheers to you, man. Appreciate you. Have you ever thought about starting a restaurant or catering business? Thought about it, and no, I'm not gonna do that. Too much on my feet. You know, I'm not. I injured my back a long time ago, and I just can't stand on my feet that long. You know, I don't really have any problems with it, but just standing on my feet all day, it kills me. So I can't do that anymore. Plus, I don't feel like fighting all the laws with the health departments and stuff. I mean, I try to stay sanitary here at the house and all that, but I just don't want the hassle. It's just me. Healthy Recipe Channel. Can you dry age in the fridge, or do you need a special temperature-controlled compartment? I've shown you. You can just do it right in your fridge. I use my spare fridge. You want to try using a fridge that you don't have to open very often, and that way it's maintaining 33, 34 degrees Fahrenheit, and you got a fan in the fridge that's blowing. That thing still burns, man. So yeah, you can definitely do it in the spare fridge. I wouldn't use it in your main fridge in your kitchen. I use my spare beer fridge that's out in my garage, which I rarely open. Gordo's Good Eats. Question, have you ever made a custom smoker from scratch? No, I haven't, Gordo. I've never had a need to, man. I guess I could if I put my mind to it, but I just never really had a need to do that. Let's see what else we got here. I'm trying to do a couple more for you. George Maurice. Troy, great videos. Thank you there. Appreciate it, George. I really appreciate them. And my question is regarding dry aging. After you have dry aged the steaks, not you, do you freeze the balance? And if you do you trim the crust before freezing them? Keep up the great videos, and thanks from up here in Canada. Yeah, I do freeze them afterwards. They freeze fine, and I've had them last for at least 6 months. And sometimes I trim the outer edge off, and sometimes I don't. It's not going to hurt anything to leave it on there, and then when you defrost it in the future date, you can cut it off then, or just go ahead and cut it off when you're trimming the rest of the meat, and then, you know, vacuum seal it and put it in your freezer. You're good to go, man. Either way works. It doesn't hurt or help either way. But yeah, freeze it. Works great. Bob Loblaw. T-Roy, I want to thank you for these great vids as they provide us with quick but important tips on barbecuing. You're quite welcome, Bob. But I wanted to ask you something unrelated. You had mentioned that you watch a lot of football. I know you're an LSU fan, yes? Most definitely. I do like them LSU Tigers. Also, do you pull for a pro team? Yeah, I do. Couple of them. I pull for Dallas, of course, Dallas Cowboys, and the New Orleans Saints. Lastly, do you own any fantasy teams? No, I've never been into the fantasy type stuff. I'm just not a gambler at all. I've never done that. I don't really care to either. You know, talking about sports, you know, I follow college football, pro football. Not really a baseball fan, but I will watch the World Series. I like NASCAR, and I'll watch basketball, pro basketball, if it's the playoffs and stuff like that, or the World Series for basketball, whatever they call it. I'll watch that, but that's about all. That's about all. You know, I don't really do a whole ton of sports. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna call it at that. It's getting dark out here, folks. Sun's already set. What time is it again? Yeah, I got 5:38 p.m. right here, and the sun set about, I think about 10-15 minutes ago. I'm gonna go take care of this. It's still bugging me, and anyway, I really appreciate all the questions. Y'all keep them coming. Ask questions down below in the comments. I'll be sure and add them to my list for next week or the week after. I've probably got 2 or 3 weeks already built up, though. Y'all got some great questions coming in, and I really, really, truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for all of your support, each and every one of you. And again, remember to hit show more down below. Open up that description box. Y'all check out my YouTube friends and family that I mentioned, and their websites for Jason Ganal and GQ Barbecue, Keith Betag. Anyway, again, thank you very much for watching. If y'all enjoyed this, y'all give me a thumbs up. Hope you share the video, and when you do, please tell all of your friends that T. Roy cooks responsibly. Cheers, everybody.